Hi everyone! It's 1999, and planet Earth is in peril. Deep down in the Earth's core is the Great Clock, powered by 12 magnificent crystals. It generates time for the entire universe. A serious business indeed. So why two twerps like Coggs and Sprinx were given the job is a mystery as big as the universe itself.
You are the Timekeepers of the Millennium!
Timekeepers of the Millennium was a 12-part series that aired in 1999. It features two puppets named Coggs and Sprinx. The series also featured guest appearances from notable UK actors portraying historical figures. The basis of the series is that there is a great clock in the center of the Earth. It is powered by 12 crystals. The great clock generates time for all the world. But one day in the year 1999, two puppets who are in charge of guarding the great clock accidentally hit a button that must never be pressed, which opens a time portal sucking all the crystals into it and sending them to different times in the Earth's past. Coggs and Sprinx must travel back in time to retrieve the crystals to reactivate the great clock before the end of the year 1999, or there will be no Millennium. The series was used to promote the Millennium Dome, a giant and politically controversial exhibition that opened to the public on January 1st, 2000, with something called the Millennium Experience. The attraction was divided into different zones, including the body zone, the rest zone, and the kids zone. There was a game called Timekeepers of the Millennium that involved soft play towers with several air cannons that kids and adults could feed foam balls into and fire at each other below or on opposing towers. There was also picture evidence of walk-around characters from Timekeepers of the Millennium at the Dome, and plushies and other merch you can buy on eBay for ridiculously reasonable prices. The exhibition lasted a year, and eventually the building itself was rebranded as the O2. The Millennium Experience has thankfully been documented on YouTube by YouTube user Martin Hammonds. Anyways, back to the show.
Hey, good morning, how are you, and welcome to CITV. I'm going to start today by announcing the runners-up and the winner to our Timekeepers of the Millennium competition that was set last week. Now, the runners-up you can see just there, well done to you all, but the overall winner is Martin Franks from Basingstoke. Well done to you. As you may remember, Coggs and Sprinx, they needed to know who was the Lady of the Lamp. Now, the answer was Florence Nightingale, so hopefully that will enable them to get the next crystal. Let's see if they're pleased. Coggs and Sprinx, it's Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale! Excellent! Thank you! That's brilliant. Did you get that, Coggs?
No, of course not.
Good! Let's go to work! Oh!
Follow that frog.
So the first 4 episodes are available on YouTube, but the remaining episodes are all thus far lost. I can't even find a synopsis of the rest of the episodes and see how it ties up in the end. I assume that Coggs and Sprinx found the 12 crystals as we made it to the Millennium, but I would like to see how the show finished. The character Coggs was performed by highly prolific British puppeteer Don Austin. His career is so extensive that I recommend you research his credits. He has worked on so many productions, including, but not limited to, Spitting Image, The Hoobs, The Muppet Christmas Carol, The Basil Brush Show, Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, Little Shop of Horrors, and Labyrinth. The character Sprinx is played by Joe Greco, whose name may be unfamiliar. However, he was a pink windmill kid.
And I'm Joe to you.
It's incredible how small the world is, as I never would have thought he also dabbled in puppetry and voice acting. But it makes sense. Joe started as a live-action actor and presenter in shows such as Playdays and Motormouth. He then moved into puppeteering in shows such as Bug Alert, Jay's World, and Havakazoo. Now he works as a director and cameraman in the corporate sector.
And I'm Joe to you.
The live-action actors in the series included Morwenna Banks, June Whitfield, and Phil Cornwell. Although only 4 episodes are publicly available, a Christmas promo for their perhaps final episode on December 26th can be viewed. Thanks to Queen of VHS, we can see that the characters were heavily involved in the channel's CITV to promote the show.
I'm Coggs.
And I'm Sprinx.
And I'm Coggs.
Merry Christmas from the Timekeepers on CITV.
Ho, ho, ho. What?
At the end of the episode, there was a multiple choice question that kids could call in and answer for the chance to win super cool merchandise. Like, look at these items. I would have been all over this at the time. I stumbled upon this show through a YouTube comment. However, I can't remember the comment I saw, but the second I clicked the link to the first episode and saw a super young Stephen Mulhern hosting, I knew I was in for a treat. So, the history of the show may be more exciting than the actual final product, but if only we could see it all. Have the Timekeepers been lost to time itself? Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.
Got to get those crystals back. Without them, we are all doomed. You are the Timekeepers of the Millennium.